Hey guys, Zen here, and today I wanted to bring you guys another Outbreak video talking about something I've been seeing a lot of recently, and that's people saying that Outbreak sucks. For those who have been under a rock, Outbreak is the new zombie mode in Rainbow Six Siege where 3 operators team up against a horde of zombie bosses to complete objectives. Some people like it, but like I said, a big portion of the community just isn't happy with it. I've said this in the past, but I actually really like Outbreak and want to see more like this from Ubisoft. But let's go over some criticisms of the game mode. Firstly, some players think it pushes Rainbow Six Siege in a completely different direction and isn't anything like what the game is about. Now yes, this isn't super tactical, very tense multiplayer action, but it serves a totally different purpose, really for a completely different audience. One thing to note about this mindset is that you aren't losing anything by playing Outbreak, and Ubisoft isn't taking any content away because they introduced Outbreak. You can still jump into super sweaty ranked matches like any other time in the game, but when you need a break, you can go shoot at some zombies. In this same vein, people compare this mode heavily to Call of Duty zombie modes of years past. Now this is a valid point, I will admit, but I don't think any dev can avoid the stigma that a zombie mode is like CODs because it's easily been the most popular zombie mode in a shooter for years and years. So if Rainbow, Battlefield, or even CSGO do it, chances are they'll be compared. But I don't think Ubisoft did a copy and paste job here either. Personally, I think Outbreak feels unique and different enough from other games to be warranted, and I'm glad it has the gameplay layers it has, with bosses and objectives. Originally, I thought this would be a generic, boring zombie mode where you just held down the trigger and racked up points, but it isn't, and I'm hoping players can see that. Another thing I hear a lot of are players disappointed with the limited operators. Now, almost every match that I enter, there's people that say, it sucks that this or that operator are missing, and I totally get it. We want to use every operator available to us, and when Ubisoft says we can't, it is kind of disappointing. With this game mode in particular though, there would be absolutely no utility for some of these ops. Take Chimera for instance. Not only does she have some really poor primaries that would serve almost no purpose against zombie hordes, her ability would be completely useless against zombies, and her secondary is literally non-lethal. There would be no way this operator could serve any real purpose in Outbreak. Even someone with better weapons like Pulse is pretty underwhelming in this mode because you would never need to use his ability, and his gameplay loop doesn't have much effect here. There are plenty of others to name as well, but what I'm getting at is that with how this mode works and the fact that most every operator is designed with multiplayer in mind, some of them don't have a place, and the only one I'm surprised isn't there is actually Fuse. Mainly because I could see a situation where you set up a cluster charge a floor above, and when it starts to get crazy, you can make it rain down on a horde of zombies below. They probably didn't allow Fuse to be playable because that could be too strong and could also cause some serious team killing with all the chaos in the mode. So the fact that we don't have the entire roster available does kind of suck, but it makes perfect sense in context. Finally, some players feel as though Ubi is taking away development time and resources they could otherwise be using on the main game to make this mode. Now, what you need to understand is that for this game to continue to grow and appeal to the masses, they have to bring new and fresh things like this to the game. Let's be real, you and I will probably always be here for the multiplayer alone. We've been playing for years, we've committed to the community, it's not difficult for Ubisoft to keep us coming back. The hardcore, that is. But how do you get more people to see your game, and how do you get more eyes on it? You've got to do something usually completely out of your bubble sometimes and switch it up. Someone like me, for instance, I was introduced to Siege through realistic difficulty terrorist hunt. That's all I played for 2 weeks before dipping into multiplayer. Outbreak is that gateway for some. Some players may play Outbreak for a few days, like the gameplay style, and want to explore the rest of the game. That's a huge reason Ubisoft added it, and probably also why it's free. But really, those are the main things I hear when it comes to Outbreak and Rainbow Six Siege from players unhappy with it. Like I said, I'm a fan and I'm happy Ubisoft launched it, although I would like to see it further developed and added upon if they choose to keep it around for future seasons. But let me know your thoughts. Are you disappointed with Outbreak? Have you even tried the game mode at all? Do you want to see it return? Let me know everything down below. But if you did enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe with notifications if you're new. With that being said, it's been Zen.
Hey, I'm out.